Well, things is getting weirder and weirder. But I guess as scheduled. I don't really do too much recording these days because it just ain't nothing to really talk about. It's like beating a dead horse, man. So much stuff going on simultaneously. Right on schedule, right on cue. And it ain't shit you can really do about it. Nothing. As stated before, could have already seen a lot of this coming. You know, people so out of balance, out of whack, out of order, to the point where it's just it's about pretty much at a point of no return. You can give as many warnings as you want. You can try to shake people awake. None of that stuff ain't happening. The awakening people are getting right now is the quote-unquote rude one, which is a big difference between an awakening prior to that at least allows you to see what's coming and kind of curve it, not necessarily stop it, but just curve yourself from out of its path. And as far as I'm concerned, we've had more than enough time to do that. But people being people in this society especially made damn sure that that wasn't going to happen because of the overplayed hand in pretty much every facet of life. Bolstering the ego to heights and levels like none ever seen. And in this same instance, that same ego is going to be the fucking undoing. And at the end of the day, you know, it's always the outsider's fault. The them and the they and, you know, the Illuminati, you know, them, that shit. It's always them. And it ain't never you. I really don't understand why I can't come up off that. I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to have gripes with people or hate people or anything like that. It's just, you see this shit, you see this theatrical show for what it is. You saw people with these batteries in their backs, with these building up all these imaginary selves, all these authorized representatives in public and all this other stuff. You see all that, and for a short while you kind of envy it to a degree, just being real, being honest. You want to, you know, you kind of want to take your side, take your place at society's table. Say, hey, I got a place too. I'm doing good for myself, or this is my image, you know, and there's different things of that nature. But then it gets to a point where it gets almost like psychotic and neurotic with how you see people begin to develop this cult-like following of their own bullshit, or the bullshit of their quote-unquote group. You know, the suburban moms and the white suburban moms and the black women and the, you know, black men and the, you know, all this fucking group think. They'll swear up and down they're so individualistic, individualized, or, you know, such the free thinker. And when you really sit back and pay attention, you can see a goddamn plug running from one mainframe to the fucking head of every last one of them jokers. Every last one of them motherfuckers got that attachment. Because the mainframe is pumping all that shit into them. And because they don't have no higher mind that's operational, shit is basically like automatic. As the elders say, automaton. Pretty much. And you wonder why shit the way it is. You just caught off guard right now. You know. And this whole fucking internet, and this algorithm, it ain't nothing but a tool to serve as the biggest fucking indictment, because it's recording all of your fucking shit. It recorded you all the way up, and it's recording you all the fucking way down. So you can go back and replay all of that shit. One full file. But yet, you know, it's funny. The hit dog always holler. But it's funny how, in this particular instance, the dog or the so-called person that's had it the best is, as far as how society is developed over this past several generations, the motherfuckers that had it the best are the ones claiming it to be the worst at this time for them, or screaming foul, flagrant, flag on the play. And so I find that kind of funny. The best of the best, everything that could ever be wanted, desired, and given. And now, because the piper says it's time to pay me, you don't want to pay the bill that has now come due. The societal bill, the global bill, the world bill, the spiritual bill, whatever fucking bill, you know. The neglect bill, or the bill of all that has been neglected. Terrible parenting bill. Look at your damn offspring, not just kids, not just ghetto kids, but your whacked out ass college student, which, remember, college was supposed to be the summit of Mount Everest to you jokers in this society over the past 100+ years. Anytime you associated that with a person, especially of good old white society, and then trickled down to black, you know, it was almost like the second coming of damn Jesus Christ. Especially depending upon what field and brand of education you went into. And so at this point, my thing is, if that was supposed to be so great for you, if that was supposed to be the end all and be all of all things, why the fuck is that same thing turning around like the head of a snake and basically biting your whole damn face off? I thought you was straight. I thought you was set. I thought you were educated. I thought you were fucking smart, according to you and how you put it. Generations past, current, and coming up. That's what you said. And anybody else that didn't fit that, or didn't have those credentials were either less than, looked upon as less than, or way behind. So why the fuck are you with the most complaints right now? Especially you. Because it ain't just poor. Poor people been poor. Rich people been rich, but now feeling that hurt, feeling that. But it's that, once again, that motherfucker in the middle who had the biggest illusion cathedral build up that's now collapsing. Because they were so busy trying to make sure people either knew or thought they were rich or whatever. You know, the king and queen of facades. Turn out some of the worst damn offspring you ever want to see come into the world and grow up to have children of their own. You look at this whacked out ass generations, not just one, not just the boomers, but the Xers and the millennials and the Gen fucking Zers and the Wires. They get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And yet, especially you, good old mama, they come out your wound. So what the fuck is wrong with that picture? Because you always bigging yourself up as the great backbone and pillar of society. And yet, when you really pay attention, you are part of the biggest damn reason this motherfucker's collapsing. Weak ass men that you help pretty much raise, as they stay on your titty till they about 45 with these whacked out ass relationships that y'all have, these fucking son husbands, and then that so-called daughter of yours, nobody really trains and raises that little bitch. She from damn near birth gets to running around like fucking Pebbles Flintstone, running that mouth and building her little cathedral of attitude and entitlement and all this other shit. And now, all those protections, that society, it's funny how they removing those protections and they still trying to push that same shit at the same time. You got to be one fucking stupid ass person to not see that shit. And unfortunately, most don't. And the only reason a lot of these men, white, black, all over the place, the only reason you screaming and crying foul now is because that foot done been put so far up your ass that you can't barely move. But when the other men, years ahead of scheduling time, told you that, hey, we need to change course on this very thing, you said, fuck off. You told them to fuck off because they weren't a part of Jeremy Piven's entourage. They weren't the Vegas crew type. They weren't the Miami Beach type. They weren't the wingmen. They weren't the this, the that, the other. And now this same motherfucker that you worship, pedestalized, gave all that rope to, turned that bitch around and hung your ass with it. And you get every fucking thing you deserve at this point. Every fucking thing. Because I'd be damn if I was once under that damn spell, being raised by a fucking grandma who want to basically snatch your damn nuts off. 2 of them. And aunts, same damn thing. All that shit they pump into you. You spend more time having to get all that shit up out you. You love them as family. You don't hate them like that. But you understand the effects of the shit they do. They just love to try and just take your ass down a whole nother fucking path. So many damn men destroyed because of that shit. So, you know, all this talk, all this other shit. I get it. I mean, everything is fucking high. That shit is out of our control. Every day you talking about the Strait of fucking Hormuz. Ain't never heard of that shit probably one day in your damn life prior to the news cycle mentioning it. Or at least yours wasn't. It wasn't on your damn top priorities of things to damn be thinking about. Average fucking blonde sitting in damn Starbucks sipping a damn grande latte fucking pepper mocha, whatever the fuck. Bitch ain't thinking about no damn Strait of fucking Hormuz. She looking at some stupid shit on fucking either Temu or something else. Some other shit. So, like, just everything. I just gotta cover just a mass gamut because it's everything. I'm just gonna speak on whatever the fuck I want to speak on. If you don't like it, take your ass somewhere else. Don't make me no difference at this point. I ain't trying to impress no fucking body with all this shit. It is what it is. You know, watching all this shit in the news cycle, it's because a lot of you dumb motherfuckers, you allow this kind of shit to happen. You let motherfuckers do the crazy shit they do out here in a lot of ways, and it ain't no repercussions for it. So that's why a motherfucker feel like they can keep going out here and doing it, other than the fact that, yeah, it is some switch flipping nut jobs, as if somebody done hit a light switch somewhere and everybody's damn signal done fucking went off and they just going fucking haywire left and right. Okay, over here. Okay, your turn. Okay, over here. Okay, now let's get Dallas. Okay, now let's get Houston. Okay, now let's get Atlanta. Okay, let's get the west side of Atlanta. Let's get the south side. Okay, where's the asset? Where's the asset? The fuck out of here, man. That's why I at this point, I don't pray for this fucking place. I don't worry about this fucking place or the people in it. Because at the end of the day, who the fuck and what the fuck am I praying to? And for what? Again, for what? Because there's a whole litany of motherfucking things that helped us get into this shit, including ourselves, especially ourselves. And then you think some other motherfucker outside you gonna help you get out of it, when a part of that is the reason why you're in this shit too. A great part of that. So at a certain point, it's time for everything to go. Fire sale. The whole fucking thing. Everything. Shit. Fuck I'm worried for. I ain't worried about nothing to no damn body. My job ain't to go out and do harm, disrespect, none of the above. My job as a person is to stand on my motherfucking square and tell the fucking truth as I motherfucking see it. And if you don't fucking like it, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. I hate having to come off this way, but it is what it is. I don't normally just come this hard at people, but when you just really look at people, you see that soulless ass shit in their fucking face. But yet they always on this motherfucker here, just taking in data, news cycle data, TMZ data, all this fucking data. The damn eyes, ears, and the fucking non-functioning brain. Data. So all these little fucking terms, you're an NPC and all, fuck all that shit. Whatever you were that well before all these ignorant ass terms even came into existence. With nobody walking around talking about no fucking NPC, other than a few people maybe in that scientific type space. Or philosophical, or whichever. But not the average everyday person. And once again, you can call them what the fuck you want to call them, and you ain't gonna, once again, you ain't gonna do shit to me because I don't hate them. Hebrew Israelite brothers told you this shit for many years on that fucking block in Philly, in DC, in New York, in Cali, in goddamn North and South Carolina, in Georgia, Florida, every fucking where. Now, whether I agree with every single solitary thing they said, hell fucking no, I don't. But the fundamentals, aka the get your house in order message, stuck like fucking grits to Al fucking Green, nigga. And white person and everybody damn else. Because they was talking to your ass too. Definitely talking to you. Mr. and Mrs. Master of the fucking universe, so to speak. You ain't the master of shit. The master of fucking destruction. That's what you the master of. Fucking and mucking up every damn thing you get your hands on. And all this we shit. Ain't no fucking we. Ain't no damn we. There wasn't no we when as a black man you getting your ass handed to you while you other motherfuckers is living your best life. Not saying that out of jealousy. Just saying we, at a certain point, you just start to understand shit ain't all, everybody ain't doing everything. Everything ain't being gained and happening on the up and up the way people making it seem. Motherfuckers is doing a lot of underhanded shit, slick shit, a lot of all kinds of other reasons that help you get to where the fuck you going. The fuck out of here. Everybody not running the same exact race, the exact same fucking way. Stop with that bullshit. It's all you try to, well, I pull myself up by the bootstraps. Fuck you and your bootstraps. Them boys told you for years, and you talked your shit, mocked, got in their face, damn near wanted to spit on them and calling the police on them and, well, you know, they're terrorists, they're this, they're that, and they're this and they're that. And every fucking thing that them boys goddamn said is popping like balloons. Bop, 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 bop. Every fucking city, every fucking state. So at the end of the day, it's a fucking loot. It's like I said, you ain't finna flag me as no damn terrorist, nigga. Because I ain't gonna never come close to no shit like that. So I don't give a fuck about you and your little bullshit ass psyopic mind control tactics. He likes the Hebrew Israelites. We gotta make him. We gotta put the. You know, I ain't because I ain't shit. Number one, I'm just a regular person. Ain't nothing special about me in that regard. So I'm not even worried about no shit like that. But just saying, you know, I understand how some of this shit work. Especially when you talk about you actually don't have no problem with that particular group that a lot of these motherfuckers actually hate and despise. I don't give a fuck whether you hate and despise them or not. Them motherfuckers ain't wrong about every damn thing. May not be 100% accurate information right on everything, but they sure as hell ain't fucking wrong with what they saying. The fundamentals. Get your damn house in order or your house will fucking be destroyed from within and without. And that shit don't feel like it's far off, but it's happening from the inside out any damn way. That's the tricky part. So it ain't, you know, it ain't nothing else, you know. Not going out my way for people, not worrying about these old silly ass broads with all this, you know, back and forth with all these dumbass men versus women channels or men versus men and women trying to, man, you ain't fixing none of that shit. Because you same ignorant ass people, you sowed such a terrible seeding. You sowed such terrible seeds in the ground regarding that whole regarding that whole paradigm, what kind of fucking harvest did you think was going to come up? You ain't get nothing but the harvest that you actually deserve from that. Especially you damn women. You sowed all of that nasty shit into the fucking ground, and now it all comes up at the same time, tenfold worse than whatever you ever fucking thought. On every damn level. And you men getting your ass handed to you is as a result of that. Because you didn't want to clean up none of this shit, balance out none of this shit, rethink. But then also overarching society, basically putting your damn arm behind your back and making you damn say uncle to a bitch, basically. Because that's the movement, you know, once that shit started kicking in, you know, the takeover, so to speak. So, don't look at me. I ain't got shit for you. I ain't trying to marry no fucking body. At this point, I ain't trying to date no damn body per se. You're going to have to be one damn hell of a person from the basics and the fundamentals for me to even want to be a fucking around you. Because a lot of you are fucking annoying and draining as all hell. You just think your mere fucking existence is either so great or just enough, and that's all I should. Fuck that. You stay your ass where you at. And that it is what the fuck it is. You can stay where the fuck you at. It is what it is. Just in all honesty. It is what it is. It's at the end of the day, what fucking real value do you bring to me, really? Peace, enjoyment, the basics. You're so busy running you because you know how to run your fucking mouth and talk and put all these sentences to fucking together that you think is so impressive and doll yourself up with all this fake ass shit you got on. And motherfucker like me now just look like I get up and walk. I get up and leave your ass where you sitting. There was a time I would never even think about no shit like that. Because I didn't want to lose whatever chance I thought I might have. Or I didn't want, you know, just being a weak ass motherfucking nigga. That's what happens when you kind of raised like that. When you raised by a bunch of damn bitches and male bitches. Just being honest. That's why I say, man, I'm so thankful for my mother from that standpoint. She didn't raise me on her titty. She kept me off it. And she gave me the space to grow and fucking develop before she passed as a young man. She was helping me, understanding this boy got to develop his own self. I'm going to help him do that, but he got to do it. Everybody else want to wrap around your ass, coil like a damn snake, watch every fucking move you make and all this other shit. Looking in your damn face every 5 minutes. You can't think, you can't do shit. So, like I said, man, I'm not trying to be wicked, evil towards people or nothing like that. But for me, I just don't really give a fuck no more. And when I say I don't give a fuck, I don't care about trying to clean up the shit that you put down out here. You took a dump all over this place. Not my job to clean it up. Ain't my job to fix what the fuck you broke, what I didn't break. Not like that. You know, I played my part in society just like anybody else, but I damn sure didn't go out my way to help break this motherfucker like this. Not like this. So I saw this shit. I saw shit years ago from the standpoint of, man, some of this shit ain't adding up because it's just not beneficial. Or what's wrong with being just a regular level-headed person trying to have something for yourself but still keeping yourself just grounded and instead of just acting so damn neurotic about every fucking thing as far as who you think you are and all this, especially here in this goddamn Atlanta fucking Georgia. Again, this old damn so-called black fucking Mecca with all these damn rappers and entertainers and all that shit. You gonna find out once this shit finish collapsing, you gonna find out all that shit was nothing but, like Eddie Murphy said in Coming to America, that shit ain't nothing but ultra perm. That's it. That's it. All this fake, phony, fraudulent ass. Yeah, they may have real money, drive real cars as far as what you can tangibly touch, but a lot of that shit wasn't nothing. A lot of that shit facades. Kids still fucked up. They still fucked up. The city still looks fucked up. Even worse, you're trying to trot out a dead-ass motherfucking horse with the lowest damn pulse, the lowest lifeline pulse you ever wanted to see, but you're still trying to trot him out. As in that image of Atlanta. This motherfucker is done. Dead. Done. I don't give a fuck what no damn Gipp say, no Killer Mike say, no T.I. say, none of that shit. Because all them motherfuckers represent something that is like, they represent the mythical, like I said, real as in certain things tangible, but they represent something that false reality, because ain't but a handful of them, but it's hundreds of thousands to millions of motherfucking other people, regular people, black people especially, here. And this motherfucker is collapsing like all hell, but everybody still try to sell you on this is the Mecca for black business and all this stuff, which at one point it probably was, when everything was still on the normal train. But now this shit is, you get to see the real. Now that this shit collapsing, now that all the guardrails are being moved, you get to see the real deal. You get to see what's what, who's who. You get to see what's really what's been inside this motherfucker lurking the whole damn time. Your crime wouldn't fucking go up like this if your people were so fucking well-to-do, such excellence and all this other shit. Crime wouldn't be what it is like this here. It would be like this. Your damn city wouldn't look like this. Especially the internal, the city that you claim, this motherfucker would not look like this. Shit you talking about is your jive ass little fraternities and shit. And the good old days of when all of this illusionary shit was ruling. But now all that shit is coming down. All the veils being lifted. Other veils are thinning. And it's, to be honest, it's about fucking time. It's good. I like when the masks come off. I like to see a fraud when I see them and know it. Don't have to always call it. Just see it. Don't say nothing, just watch. And you kind of always knew a lot of this shit was as fraudulent as all fucking hell. White people as well. You too. You know, so that's my take on it. It is what it is.